Alright, today is the release of 10,000 gecs by 100 gecs, the famed duo loved by many and hated by me. 1000 gecs is one of my least favorite albums of all time, and this is the sequel, but I've been reading that it's a bit different. There's like a pop punk vibe and less auto-tune, less electronics, and a goofy vibe. That's what I've been hearing. And I could go into this and just come in blindly hating, but I think I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try and enjoy it best I can. It's really short. I got the pizza in hand, so we're just gonna try and have a good time. I don't think I'm gonna like it, but honestly, who knows? Track 1, Dumbest Girl Alive. Okay. That sounds kind of cool. I didn't like that much. Just kind of felt like what I didn't like about the debut. But this part, not bad. It's dinner time. I gotta eat this freaking pizza anyway. Dumbest Girl Alive is alright. Instantly. Much more tolerable than anything on the debut. I don't really like the rap verse section. Just kind of felt like what I didn't really like about the duo in the first place, but the riff, the drums, it sounded kind of cool. Not bad. I like it, but overall, a decent opener. Not terrible. All right, 757. Yo, I've been fucking since 11. 7 o'clock in the morning, yeah. Was that a weed reference? Get smoke weed? Okay. For one, I also smelled the trees when I was in Colorado, because I went there and I smelled. One time this guy was smoking some dank shit. I was quite appalled, actually. It smelled horrible. But anyway, that song, I can't say I liked it, but the vocals, the way they're undoctored, roughly. There was still some auto-tune, but because on the original, it was pitched up at a bunch of auto-tune. Here, not the case. You're still getting a similar production. I'm not really a fan. I can kind of see the energy. I can see the goofiness. There was some line about McDonald's. I don't know what that was, but I can't say I'm being converted into a fan, but this is better. But that song, I don't think I'll be going back to, but the riff on that intro, I do like. Alright, Hollywood Baby. This was a single. I didn't listen to it, but I heard it was a pop punk song. So, oh boy. Fentanyl. Okay. I kind of like that pre-chorus, but the overblownness and the auto-tune, I'm still at a bit of a loss here. What you crying about? What you crying about? No. No, this. Why is the melody kind of good though? Like why? I'm a little conflicted on that one. I like the energy. I kind of liked the end. The chorus. I like the way it was written. It's got, you know, it's kind of like, I feel like there's a good song. It's like a good song, but I feel like the vocals just don't, they don't hit in a, they rub me the wrong way. Next track is Frog on the Floor. I don't like frogs at all, but maybe I will like this song. They're just giving him a space, leaving him alone. Me, you know, I might have done the same thing because I don't want to be near frogs. But this song is kind of funny. I'm not gonna say I liked that, but I kind of did. It was kind of funny. Um, you know, I've been pretty skeptical of frogs my whole life. Never really cared for them, but you know, after hearing how much Laura and Dylan were so considerate of that frog and really empathize with him, and you know, maybe I should give frogs a bit of a second chance after hearing that song. But I still think they're fucking ugly. Anyway, next track, Doritos and Fritos. I've heard this before. I wasn't a fan. I thought the guitar riff was annoying and a disgrace to MF Doom's name. But hey, I'm tolerating this album so far. So hey, and honestly, I don't remember the song that well. So hey, maybe I'll change my mind. Probably not though. I don't know. I can't get with this vocal delivery. The no. The verses are kind of funny. I will admit. Yeah, man, it gets us so fire. Listen to this riff, bro. Okay. I don't like that song very much at all. Like, it's just kind of annoying, I guess. I don't like the vocals. I don't like and it's just sort of like boring. Like, at least Hollywood Baby and the opener had like some energy to them, you know. But that song, I don't know, it's just a bit of a non-starter for me personally. But yeah, you did MF Doom wrong. All right, next up, Billy Knows Jamie. I read there's like a death metal patch that's coming up. So before that, I'll just say, as like a new metal Limp Bizkit parody, it's kind of funny. I don't mind it. It's goofy. It's goofy, and I feel like the goofiness, it shine. Okay, it shows through better than the goofiness on their first album. Here, I hear the goofiness, I hear the silliness, and I don't know, it's just a little better, a little more fun, a little more ridiculous. And again, as a parody, I oh, that sounds like a trash compactor. All right, that sounded like something was collapsing in on itself, and that's what that ending sounded like. I don't know if it was bad. I don't know. Did I like that song? I don't know. I'm. You know what? That might have been the best song so far. Let's just knock that in there. Beginning, goofy fun. The second sounded pretty fucked, but it didn't like hurt my ears, which some parts of 1000 Gex definitely did. But anyway, that song, I'll say it's all right. I'll say it's all right. I'm not converted into a fan though. Don't start accusing me of that. Anyway, track 7, $1 million.
$1 million. $1 million. $1 million. $1 million. $1 million. $1 million.
All right. Okay. $1 million. $1 million. $1 million. No. 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 You're losing me. You're losing me. You had me at first.
$1 million. $1 million.
Okay, it started out kind of funny, but then I stopped giving a shit. Next song, The Most Wanted Person in the United States.
I turned on the news and it said that I was the number one most wanted person in the United States. The United States, the most wanted person in the United States.
Goofy ass music. Goofy ass cartoon music. This is stupid. That one was alright. I mean, it was funny. Is this a comedy album? I don't know. It almost is, because I feel like these past two songs, I feel like they almost put the humor over like the tune, which I'm not against. I like comedy music for sure. That one, just kind of whatever. Didn't do too much for me. I mean, the Anthony Kiedis line is the way it was delivered was pretty hilarious, but overall it was okay, I guess. All right, next, I Got My Tooth Removed, which I think is a ska song. Let's find out. Okay, I'm gonna sound like a nerd, but I feel like on the chorus, if it was a bit of a fuller mix, I could see myself enjoying it a bit more. Again, goofiness, shows through more. I like that. Kind of fun. I do think Stupid Horse is the most tolerable song on 1000 gecs, so with that being said, this does kind of feel like a bit of a rehash because Stupid Horse also had really ridiculous lyrics, and this one does as well. You get the horns, less grating vocals, goofy lyrics. I guess one of the better tracks for me, I guess. It's not like some smile-inducing, wow, like super fun experience for me, but like, I'm just like, yeah, it's alright. You know, I see the appeal. It's kind of fun, but I don't think it'd be like a long-lasting enjoyment or anything like that. Alright. Final track, Me Me Me. Yeah, Me Me Me. This was the first single. I don't think I heard this one, so here we go.
You'll never really know, no, anything about me. No, you'll never really know, no, anything about me.
No. We're... They're on the shit. They're on their shit again. Okay, they still got the guitars. The upstroke in the background. What the fuck? Why? That was okay. Like, kind of boring in a way. I feel like that track it kind of is an example of like my thought that 100 gecs can write like a pretty fun hook, but I feel like a lot of the time the vocals just they don't appeal to me. They don't rub me the right way, and then it just kind of diminishes my enjoyment. And that song is definitely a bit of an example of that. But anyway, that was 10,000 gecs. I did not hate it. Did I like it? Not really. But looking back on the track list, it's goofy. The sound, it's still over the top. It's still pretty ridiculous. But it's way more palatable to my ears than the debut, because the debut was like, please stop. But this one, I could more easily get into the rockier sound, the pop punk, the ska, the metal, and there's still a lot of auto-tune, but the pitch, Laura's and Dylan's vocals they're not pitched up, which they definitely were on the debut, and I feel like that coupled with the auto-tune made it pretty hard to stomach for me, but here they're at their normal pitch, and I certainly prefer that. I guess looking back on the track list, Dumbest Girl Alive, I really like the riff on that one. Hollywood Baby had some decent energy. I didn't care for the vocals. Frog on the Floor was pretty funny and goofy, very, very tongue-in-cheek. But Billy Knows Jamie, I guess that was my favorite. I feel like it had the goofiness, and it stayed kind of entertaining throughout the runtime. I Got My Tooth Removed is funny, but not much I'd return to. And that's kind of the thing. I feel like the appeal of this thing, I don't know how long lasting it is. I mean, I'm sure the fans are just gonna love it. And that's great. And hey, for a detractor to moderately think this is okay, that's cool. That's great. The humor of it, the sound, the vocals, that like, I guess to go back to like a Ween comparison, you listen to a Ween song that's kind of goofy, like say something off of Chocolate and Cheese. Like Roses Are Free, like the vocals are a little weird on that song, the lyrics are ridiculous, but the actual hook of the song, the instrumental, extremely enjoyable. Extremely enjoyable in a conventional way. However, I feel like this album, the sound, it's not the worst, but it's not blowing me away. It's not like super thrilling or anything, and the vocals, they're just not doing too much for me. But the humor shines through pretty well. I'd say that's my favorite aspect, and I like that. I like goofy music. I like funny music, and some of these songs definitely checked those boxes. But as a full little short listen, I don't know. I can't say too much about it. Not really my cup of tea. Not something I'm gonna be returning to. But I definitely do not hate it. That is for sure. I guess I'd give it maybe like a 5 out of 10, something like that. Not really sure. I'm kind of indifferent about it. So, which honestly, I expected much worse considering it's 100 gecs, and I do not like 100 gecs. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.